Good evening, America.
What's up?
It is now March the 16th, approximately 6 o'clock p.m. Yeah, so,
6 o'clock. Okay.
yeah, 6 o'clock, yeah. Anyway, yesterday, Donald Trump news here. Donald Trump, President 45, was down in Tennessee, hanging around with those good people there, and at the, I believe it was a gravesite of 7th President of the United States of America, Andrew Jackson. Old Hickory Dickory Dock there. Yeah. So it was
Okay.
it was his birthday, if he was still living. It was his birthday, so he was down there and he was honoring the 7th President of the United States of America. And don't we know that that would be an issue?
Of course. If Trump went to the bathroom and took a leak, it would be a problem.
Yeah, it probably would be a problem.
Anything he
Something
does is a problem.
Sarah, I don't know if you noticed, but there is definitely a Donald Trump over there in that stall. Chelsea, there's not a Donald Trump in that stall. Sarah, I can see his racist, white, privileged, rich boy shoes under the stall. There is definitely a Donald Trump. Yeah. How's it going, gentlemen? Don't speak to us, you racist, sexist, misogynistic, non-binary recognizing prick. Men these days. Someone should walk right up to them and grab them by the...
Yeah, anyway, so he's down there. He's honoring the 7th President of the United States of America. And so today, as I'm riding with my workmate there in the truck, the TJMS is on, Tom Joyner Morning Show. I don't know if you all know about that. Yeah, that. It's basically one of those, I think they're out of like, Texas or something. Anyway,
I don't know what
I think it's one of those morning shows where basically Obama is God and everything else is just a Trump bashing session. Yeah, so it's one of those morning shows. But anyway, they have a guest on, Shaun King.
Shaun King.
I'm pretty sure you all know about that guy. What is he still like a Black Lives Matter activist or just like a civil rights activist?
King
Like,
does.
what is his like? What would he be considered?
I don't know.
I just say that guy. But anyway, interesting fellow. Shaun King, look him up if you don't know about him. So yeah, he was on the Tom Joyner Morning Show, and he was talking about basically how Trump.
No, he started off by saying facts don't matter.
Yeah, facts don't matter. I guess that was like
He started talking about Hitler.
the title for his
and
sermon that he.
How it's a fact that Hitler did some good things while he was ruler of Germany. A couple of good things, but none of that matters because Hitler was a horrible guy
We know he was a horrible guy.
that committed genocide and killed a whole heap of Jews.
So because of that, facts don't matter. Those facts don't mean a thing. That's
Yeah,
basically
what
what
he
he was
said.
saying. Yeah. So he goes in there talking about Hitler, and then he makes a comparison, I guess, to Trump because it's
Andrew Jackson
he makes it to Andrew Jackson, saying that Andrew Jackson was a racist.
was a monster because he had slaves.
Yeah, he says that anybody who makes someone work for them against their will is a monster. That's what his term was. So basically, thousands upon thousands of Americans are monsters because they don't pay their kids to work for them. So anyway, essentially he talks about Andrew Jackson and how he's racist, and you shouldn't honor anyone who basically is a racist at any point in time for anything they did in America, because anything they did does not trump that. So yeah, and then he goes to talk about Trump because Trump made a tweet that pretty much said that we're going to continue. I want to continue the
Andrew Jackson's legacy.
yeah the Andrew Jackson's legacy there,
His legacy of
being a racist.
racism in Shaun King's mind.
Yeah, because that's all he talked about.
But if you know anything about Andrew Jackson, he hated what?
The central bank.
The central bank and federal
government.
federal government. He
Basically
hated
what
it.
it was essentially against.
But yeah, the bank. He hated the central bank.
I killed the bank.
His whole
That was a quote.
thing was like fighting the bank. He wanted to kill the central bank. And that was his legacy, to fight central bank.
More than anything, he was known for that. If you research the guy, you'll see he wasn't. It wasn't because he was a white man who didn't think that blacks were equal to white men. I mean, there are enough of those accusations being thrown around for people even today of that. So he stood out because
My thing is, why
he was
even
against
bring up the
bank.
fact that he was racist? Everybody knows Andrew Jackson was racist. Everybody knows Andrew Jackson owned slaves.
We know this. You're not helping anybody by bringing up that fact that doesn't matter because you said facts don't matter.
But
So
to say that Trump is racist because he went to the the Andrew Jackson Memorial, that's stupid. Especially when Trump even said in his speech that Andrew Jackson he wasn't perfect and he was flawed, but he was a product of his time.
That's what he said. He was a product of his time. He said that, and he meant, man, he was racist.
He was wrong for owning slaves.
He was wrong. He was a product of his time, and he was flawed. He's saying that racism is a flaw.
Is a flaw. It is wrong.
Which means
messed up.
That's saying to me, I'm not comparing to myself with this man. Then he goes to say that I see a lot of myself in Andrew Jackson. Obviously not because he's a racist, because he just said that was a flaw of his.
Because he's against big federal government.
And if you listen to Trump, Trump's pretty
and
transparent. He's pretty transparent. He says what he's gonna do, and he's pretty much tries to do it. So if you hear him talk, what's his biggest thing? When Andrew Jackson left office, we were in the black as far as national debt goes.
Was gone.
He wiped the debt clean, and he was on the president to do that and leave office. So Trump, what is one thing that he wants to do more than anything?
To drop the debt.
Exactly. He talked about that in primaries. He talked about that. He talks about that now. That's his biggest thing. I'm gonna be the biggest job president ever. We're going to make America great again. He talks about all this stuff. Monetary. He's big on that. So that's why he compares himself.
But when you're a racist, you make everything about race. The man said nothing about race, and you're going to make it racist.
Even when you're clearly.
How can you make that racist? Everything the man says is not racist. You can't come up and say that it's racist. You can. You can say whatever you want to.
But it don't mean
but
nothing.
I get to say how stupid it sounds.
Exactly. My thing is, it's an old saying that older people say something about, eating a chicken and spitting out the bones. And
take what you need out of it and let the rest fall where it may.
You do no good by spewing all this negativity, really, about the individual instead of focusing on the good aspects of it, because you're essentially lying because you're not telling the whole truth about a situation.
It's irresponsible for you to come out and say that the man is trying to make America white again, or he's talking about bringing back slavery because he's talking about Andrew Jackson's legacy. No, you're
leaving people ignorant.
You know what he's talking
because
about.
A lot of people don't know about the fact that he was against big banks that.
But a lot of people listen to that show and they're gonna come away from that saying Trump is racist.
Just off of that. So you're doing a big disservice when you
I ain't listen to the man's speech
at all. So yeah, that's our 2 cents on the subject. But why do we know?
Links.
Share the link in the description below.
It's gonna be down
to the video and draw your own conclusions from Trump's speech, as well as the a link
Shaun
for
King
TJMS from
Shaun King,
the great
Minister
civil
King's,
rights activist
sermon.
Yeah. But that's it. All right, we're done. So, in the wake of all this, continue to fight for the Constitution.
With these. So that hopefully,
prayerfully,
we never have to use these.
Which Andrew Jackson was apparently known for using.
Oh, absolutely.
So we're racist.
We're racist!
Oh, it's the We Love Obama show. It is 5 minutes past the hour on the TJMS. And here we have political activists, civil rights activists, white man who claims to be black activist, Shaun King. So Shaun, tell us, what do you think about Donald Trump going down to Tennessee and praising Andrew Jackson? Well, first of all, Tom, I gotta say, just like everything else about Donald Trump, it's a disgrace. A disgrace to black men like me everywhere. I know a lot of you are gonna say, well, he isn't black. Shaun King isn't black. But, hear me out. America has placed a negative stigma on the black man. And they praise the white man. Now, when you make that a mathematical equation, you have a positive and a negative. Now, when you try to add that positive to that negative, you automatically get a negative. And because of the negative stigma put on the black man, that automatically makes me black. Wow. That's deep, Shaun. Anything you want to say about this Trump issue? Well, Trump is a racist, and Obama is the best president that America has ever seen. Now that's deep, Shaun. Oh, it's the We Love Obama show.